Welcome to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin'. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm excited because
I am.
You know, when I grew up in the Midwest, I was a sportsman.
Yep.
We loved to fish, and we loved to go out and snowmobiling and ATVing and boating and stuff like that. And we are at the Greater Wisconsin Outdoor Sportsman Festival. And that's a great time. It's in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. We'll talk a little bit more on that in a minute or two. But we got some great grilling for you folks. A little wild game, little things like side dishes that go with wild game. And we got Merrill, who plays a darn good game of poker.
Oh, you better believe it.
We'll be right back,
okay,
folks.
5 card stud. That's what they call me.
He's the Joker.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you by Modern Home Products, the makers of MHP, Phoenix and Profire Grills, Cherry Delight, Brew Pub Pizza, Wisconsin Potatoes, Sundrop Soda, Merck's Cheese Spread, and by Glorious Malone's Fine Sausage.
Well, welcome to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling. I'll tell you what, we're going to have a great time here today. We got some wonderful recipes for you
good
folks.
food. I'm getting hungry already.
And I'm going to put one more great little plug in. The Greater Wisconsin Outdoor Sportsman Festival. It's in Wisconsin. Look it up online. It'll pop right up. Greater Wisconsin Outdoor Sportsman Festival. There's beautiful archery. There's intro to archery. The good folks at Trout Unlimited have a fly casting event. There's dog retrieving competition going on. We've got the expo building inside. You and I'll be in there selling our barbecue sauces.
A lot of things to do for the whole family.
Anything and everything, all sports. And in fact, when you look behind us here, if you can look behind us here, we got some great little Polaris snowmobiles over here. We've got the ATVs, we got boats, we got more ATVs. Many good thanks to our good friend Jerry at Sportomotive for helping us arrange so we have a nice little display behind us. But it's going to be a great day today.
So you're going to give us something? Give us one of those to take home?
Yep.
Can I have the keys?
Nope. What you doing, Merle?
Hey, a little pork chops. You know, I like steak. I definitely like steak, but I love pork chops.
Let me show this.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Here's cooking on the Phoenix grill back here. And let me just show you a little gander what a great job that Phoenix grill does with those pork chops. It cooks them nice and tender, seals in the juices and the flavor, and it keeps all his rub on there, which is the key thing.
Right.
You put that on a lot of grills and all your rub falls off.
Exactly.
The Phoenix grill is wonderful.
Well, that's a good point. The main thing that I'm doing on the rub so it's not falling off is that I'm oiling the pork chops first with a little bit of the sunflower oil. I'm talking about just a little bit, not very much at all.
Can I say cuts of meat are getting leaner and leaner, and even these pork chops are nice and lean. So we teamed up with some nice folks in Wisconsin, got some organic sunflower oil. The smoke point's 450 degrees, and what that does is when he oils that meat product, it seals and sears them in really, really nice and holds the juices and flavors in. So sunflower oil, Mad Dog and Merrill, maddogandmerrill.com.
I feel like I'm an artist, for God's sakes. All right, I'm going to do a rub today. Actually, the pork chops that I'm going to be doing are going to be sort of I want to sort of call a sweet and sassy type of pork chops, believe it or not.
Kind of like your wife, Diane.
You're a little bit sassy. Oh, yeah, you tell her that. I'm going to be using our Grillin' Magic, Mad Dog and Merrill's Grillin' Magic. This is low in sodium. They're going to try to use probably equal amounts.
Good garlic pepper blend.
And, what I want to suggest to people is do the taste method. See if you're going to like it first. You might want to add a little bit more brown sugar if you like. Maybe you don't want as much brown sugar. I've done this several times, so I've got it down pat pretty much. I'm actually adding some cinnamon in here. Just a touch, just a little bit of cinnamon. And all what I'm going to do is I'm going to coat both sides.
It's that simple.
It is that
lower
simple.
in sodium garlic pepper blend is grilling magic. Because it's lower in sodium, he can shake the dickens on there and use it all.
You got it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grill this, and I'm going to grill it at 145 degrees. If you get a chance,
that would be about like this.
Use a meat thermometer. Please use a meat thermometer. Very important. People overcook pork all the time, and we got an inch-and-a-half pork chop like this. You want it nice and juicy, and it'll come out great every time.
You know what I like with pork chops?
What's that, sir?
Sweet corn.
Oh, yes, man, you got it.
Tradition has it we leave the husk on this gosh darn stuff. We submerge it in a bucket of water for a while, and it chars done and it steams done. It's okay, but I was talking with Merrill a little earlier, and he was telling me the older he's getting, the harder it is for him to strip.
Man, I'll tell you what, I think it's my fingers. You know, I can't undo the buttons.
Those are actually his pajamas, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, man, I'll tell you, it's terrible.
But I'll tell you what, if you soak your sweet corn in water, here's a great little trick to sweeten it up, and it's a great idea. To every dozen ear of corn in a bucket of water, add a bottle of our good friends at Sundrop. Add a nice bottle of Sundrop, the real stuff in the bottle, the old-fashioned from Shawano, Wisconsin, and it's got the natural sugars in there to sweeten up that sweet corn.
Can I say something on that? The people that have tried that just do that, they cannot believe it.
It is
They
true.
really can. It's fantastic.
So now the moisture sucked right into that cob of corn, and we got the sweetener and everything else. So that's one way to do sweet corn on the grill if you're going to do it that way. Here's another great way to do sweet corn: is strip the cobs off it, add a little bit of our sunflower oil and the grilling magic, and that goes directly on the grates of the grill, already stripped down and husked, and that goes right on the grates of the grill. And when you end up with a gorgeous ear of corn that's all nice and done for you and ready to go, and it's wonderful. But here's another great trick to do sweet corn on the grill. We're gonna get rid of the husk, we're gonna get rid of the mess, we're gonna get rid of the silk before we even start. So we're gonna get rid of all that gosh darn stuff, and I'm gonna place that to the side. We have a sheet of aluminum foil, and we have a sheet of paper toweling. Place the sweet corn on one end. Everybody has canned wine. So we're gonna do a little puddle of red wine over the top of that. I'm gonna add a little bit of our sunflower oil. We have the red wine, you can use the white wines. The one on the grill I'm gonna show you has Italian dressing and fresh herbs. We're gonna add a little bit of Grandma Hazel's, which is garlic, peppers, onion, fennel, celery, red pepper, green pepper, onions, and sodium. A nice little blending of herbs and spices like the old-fashioned steak or Montreal seasoning. So just a little bit of Grandma Hazel's over the top of that. I'm gonna take a little bit of lime, and we're gonna squeeze that over the top. And some nice fresh herbs. I've raided my herb garden, so I have a little bit of fresh basil, and I've got some fresh thyme in there, and I take time to cut that up at home. And we're simply gonna add, no matter what we've added to that, we'll roll that first up in that sheet of paper toweling. Then we're gonna roll it up in the universal foil, a couple quick folds and tuck, medium direct heat, and I put mine on the MHP grill, medium direct heat, turning about 4 times in a 12-minute period. And I got 2 ears of corn here, Merrill.
2 of them.
And we were in Fort Wayne, Indiana, a couple years ago, and a guy told me about stripping down the ear of corn, with the husk still, with the corn still in it, stripping it down, adding peanut butter, taking away the silk, adding peanut butter, and then rehusking it and putting it on the grill. So I tried that with one of these. We'll see which one it is. One's gonna look good, and one's gonna look like we wish we had a diaper, I think.
Yeah.
Here's the good one.
All right.
So there's the ear. Oops, that's the peanut butter one.
No kidding.
Oh, it smells delicious.
Oh, yeah, looks great.
I don't know, it's okay. So that's that one.
But I can smell the peanut butter.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's not too bad. Boy, here's the other one. That is hotter than the dickens.
That's the one I love
Oh,
right here.
man, the fresh herbs.
The
smell.
aroma, especially with the wine, ladies and gentlemen. You got to try it with the wine, either white or a dark red.
It is absolutely wonderful.
Why
10 to
take a bite
12.
of the-
No, it's too hot. Everything's
Is it?
hot. It's hotter than Dutch love.
Well, things would take things off the grill. It's hot,
We'll be right
obvious
back with more
hot.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling. We are at the Greater Wisconsin Outdoor and Sportsman Festival in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. We'll be right back, folks.
All right, sounds good to me. Boy, yeah, I'm sure getting hungry.
I'll tell you what. Hey, welcome back to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling. You know, folks, cuts of meat are getting leaner and leaner. We're at a sportsman event here this weekend, and there's no leaner cuts of meat than wild game and fish.
That's true.
Yet alone, you know, pork, beef, and poultry, and all the other meats are getting leaner. So we discovered these neat little grill mats, and they really are nice. And I've got one underneath my mounds of peppers and onions with my browned up Italian sausages. I'm making some Italian bombers right now, and this is the only way to do it. This is the Cat's Meow, and we have these on our website, by the way. We like them so much. We have a bunch. We got them on our website, grill mats, maddogandmerrill.com. And you can check out all our products there and some of our great old shows and some other wonderful stuff. But grill mats are wonderful. And let me show you how to do those grill mats right now. Let me just lay one down. And they're so easy to use. So I'm going to take a green pepper, and I'm simply going to take some slices. And we're going to do some Italian bombers, by the way. And I browned up my Italian sausages right on the grill mats. They say stay so much moisture. So I'm just going to take my peppers. I'm going to slice. This is the easiest way to do onions to me. I take an onion, slice in half, and then I do half rings, rather than trying to mess around with the circles. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
These are all going to go on the grill mat. So now we got our peppers, we got our onions, and we're going to mix those together. And I'm going to take a squeezins of lime, and I'm going to take a little squeezins of lemon. And we're going to take a little bit of Grandma Hazel's, which we mentioned before, had like garlic and peppers and onion and fennel and celery and red pepper and green pepper and onions in there. And we're going to add some Grandma Hazel's over the top of that, and a little bit of our sunflower oil. and I'm just going to drizzle some sunflower over the top. And
It's amazing on the aroma.
It is amazing with the onions and the peppers and the lemon and lime.
Get for it, for God's sake.
So we're going to place mounds, and I did mounds of those on that grill mat and just cooked them down so nice and tender. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. While Meryl's doing his little gig next door,
Okay.
I'm going to bun these babies up, but we're going to use our 2 other products, and they're wonderful. It's called Dough Works. This is our original Dough Works. It's sun-ripe tomato, sauerkraut, onions, and horseradish mustard, and it's delicious on every sandwich ever made, or ring bologna or kielbasa. And here's our latest one. It's just wonderful. It's sun-ripe tomato, sauerkraut, onions, and sweet pickle relish, and they're both delicious. And I'm gonna get going and bunning those up. So that's our condiment all in one on top of my buns. So what are you gonna do while on top of the buns?
Will I be able to eat one of those?
Hey, I got 3 done up.
All right.
Just hold on. Now, Rod is our 3rd business partner, producer, and washes all the dishes in the
Yes,
coolers
he
for
does.
us.
That's
Rod, do
pretty
you
good.
want one too? Shake. Yeah, thank you. Rod
Good,
said
good,
yes. he
good,
does.
good, good. Because I'm hungry.
Yeah.
But the aroma on that, the smell-o-vision is just
Well,
phenomenal.
I mean, look at those grill man. Look at that.
Oh man, I'm ready to just stop right now. To be honest with you, look at that. I mean, that's the way to do it when you got a party. And those babies just clean right up too.
Yeah.
I have no problem at all. Doing very simple today. Doing the pork. Talked about people have a tendency to overcook pork chops. Even when people are doing chicken and putting on their barbecue sauce, they end up putting the sauce on too early. You really want to put the sauce on right at the end. And what I'm making today is actually a finishing sauce on the pork chops that I'm making. Now, as you know earlier, for the pork chops, I went ahead and made a rub, which I had some brown sugar in there. I used our grilling magic, a little bit of cinnamon, and I mixed it all up together, and I colored it very well. So I'm going to make this like a sweet and hot sauce. So what I've done, believe it or not, I'm going to be using apples. This is apple pie filling that I've got right now. I'm going to place this in the cast iron skillet, and I'm going to go ahead and mix our barbecue sauce, which happens to be the spicy. It's got the habanero mash on there. And I'm going to heat this up. And I'm going to heat it up for a good, 10 minutes or so. Ah, there you go. Good choice, good choice. Now, if you wanted to, you could have used our hickory number 1, but I like the spiciness. I really do. The habanero in this is just absolutely phenomenal. We're shameless.
Well,
folks.
it's our show.
Yeah, that's right. We're shameless. But I'm going to heat this up. And what I'm actually going to do, right at the end of the next segment, I'm just going to pour this right over the done pork that we have on
Do you
there.
put cinnamon or vinegar
On there,
in it?
for in there. Thank you for bringing that. I am going to cut that down a little bit. I would have forgotten that.
Just a little vinegar?
A little vinegar.
Apple
That
cider?
brings a little bit of tartness in there. Thank you so much. That's why I take him along. Oh, another 50 cents.
So what are you going to do? Heat that baby up?
I'm going to heat that baby up.
Show these things so we can eat.
Right there. You
I just
got
want
it,
to finish
you
this
got
darn
it.
thing. Can
A
you
little
show,
bit of more
can you
cinnamon
show
on
those?
there.
Dude, show them. Well, thank you very much. Show them again so we can eat.
Yeah, I'm
A
hungry.
little cinnamon in there, and you're going to heat that
Little
baby
cinnamon.
up?
Heat that baby up.
All right,
Yeah,
we're going to be
straight up.
right back so we can eat some stuff while you're going to commercial break.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm
We'll be right
hungry.
back. B-roll. Oh, the B-roll.
View past episodes of our show by going to maddogandmerrill.com and click on Midwest Grillin'.
Nothing like onions, you know. So many different things. Well, I didn't have one yet. You know, you can throw the onions right on the grill if you want to, but a good way that I like to do it is I like using bouillon cubes. I went ahead and poked a hole right in the top here. Cut that up. Booyah, booyah. Couple cubes in there.
Man, you got one on the grill, too.
Yes, sir.
How about some grilling magic?
Yeah, grilling magic will work on there. Stuff a little butter in there. Place it. Go ahead. Go for it, sir. We're going to wrap that up. We've got one done over here. Ooh, it comes out really good. You want to leave it on for a good hour if you want to. Ooh.
Oh,
There
man.
she
Look at that
is.
baby,
I love
just
it.
juicy as can be. That is
Comes out
delicious.
really good on there. Just absolutely excellent. Takes a good hour to
You can't
do that
overcook
grill.
them either.
No, you
They
can't.
just-
You can
they
leave it on 2 hours if you want.
Soft heat, though, then.
Happy grilling. All right, boy, the pork chops are all done. Got the sauce, it's all done. I'm just gonna pour this sauce right over the chops. Got a little bit of apple on there. They're ready to go. Nice, easy, sweet, and heat.
Looks
On that,
delicious,
baby.
don't
Yes, it is.
Man,
It
look
is.
at them babies right there. That's got the apple and the spicy and a little bit of cinnamon and some apple cider vinegar.
Yes, sir.
God dang, that does
I
look
could
good.
dig good. I could dig in there right now.
36 years, that's the best he's ever done.
Hey.
Hey, I got some, I'm gonna do
Thanks.
some nice little Diablos with duck breast. Duck
Okay.
breast Diablos, but I'm gonna make a little dipping sauce right now. And once again, I'm gonna use our spicy barbecue sauce. So So a little spicy. I'm sorry the bowl's so gosh darn big. I got strawberry jelly. I went to look at apricot, and I thought, apricot's fine, but everybody uses apricot. Strawberry jelly, spicy barbecue sauce, which is a habanero, and a little bit of rice vinegar.
right.
And that's going to be our little dipping sauce for my Diablos. So just a little sweet and sour, basically, sauce. That's going to be it. And here's how we're going to do those Diablos. These are absolutely delicious.
Oh, I hope you made plenty, did you? I didn't know.
Well, I did. I made
Okay.
plenty. Take a nice fresh jalapeno, and these are like poppers, and I'm going to split them in half because I want to use both halves.
Okay.
And I'm simply going to take, and I don't have the right knife, but we got a knife. And we're simply going to pop out the seeds. Now the duck breasts are wonderful. Cuts of meat are leaner and leaner. So I took duck breast, I added a little bit of our sunflower oil, some thyme, fresh thyme, and Grandma Hazel's, and I made these nifty little duck breast, little pâtés, and I'm going to plop that inside of there. And you can
I'll
see my
be
thyme.
darned.
Oh, watch this.
Oh.
We're going to take a strip of bacon, and at one end with a pick. I did these at home without gloves on, and you know that routine.
Well, nobody else is watching. I take the gloves off, for Christ's sakes.
Oh, we're gonna fold those around. We got Terry and Madison. He was disappointed because he was watching this morning. We did a wonderful job. And we're gonna make those little Diablos right there, and those get put on the grill indirect. I actually cooked them over here in the Phoenix, but I put them over yonder. And let me show you those. And in fact, I actually took these are, and I apologize for the camera guy there, buddy. Sorry, Rod.
That's all right.
Cheddar wurst, wrapped in bacon, blah, 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 wrapped in bacon, skewered both ways with a toothpick, and that's just another idea, what the heck. But these are our little Diablos. Let me grab my little board. And we're gonna pop these babies off. That's got the duck breast, the jalapenos in there. It's got them seasoned with olive oil and Grandma Hazel's, sunflower oil and Grandma Hazel's. And those are those wonderful little Diablos, and I did
Whoa.
make enough of them. And
My
all you
gosh.
simply do is pop the picks and dip. You're busy.
What a great idea. Good? Very good, very good.
Nothing finer in the world.
I can't wait. Nothing like a little dessert. This one's very, very simple to do. Something great for the kids and everything. Everybody likes s'mores to do. I'm sort of doing a healthy s'mores today. Didn't want to bring the chocolate because it's hot, you know. I didn't want that to melt. But this is very simple. I'm just doing some fruit. And all what I'm doing is just taking a little bit of marshmallows, putting a couple in there, sticking those down the bottom. Then I'm adding some strawberries, very little in that. And then top a little bit of blueberries. And there again, top it with the marshmallow. Now what you're going to do is just going to wrap this up in foil. Cook it for about maybe a minute on each side. I've never done these with the fruit before. I hope they turn out. But I've got some on the grill right now. Let's see how they turn out.
You mean that in the bowl, right? Not with me.
No. All right, here we go. Here, I'll let you unravel one. I'm scared. If it turned out at all.
Oh, heck yeah.
Did they? Yeah.
You know what that'd be really good
darn.
with?
Sip of ice cream. Oh. Too much, man. Too much. I'll be darned. That's what I want to try is those.
Oh, help us out. No,
Oh, thank
those
you.
are absolutely delicious. Hey, folks. We're at the Greater Wisconsin Outdoor Sportsman Festival, and it is a nice time. We go to a lot of different festivals. And when you talk about the Midwest, you talk about fishing, talk about hunting, you talk about just enjoying the great outdoors, whether it's all 4 seasons or not. And they got the wonderful they got the archery here, and they got the intro to archery. They got the wonderful dog competition with a retriever dog competition. In the expo building, they got a lot of great things. In fact, there's a guy in there with I think it's like a safari hunt or something, because he's got
really?
large things, you know, safari thing.
Big rack things or
Oh,
something?
big like that, yeah.
Oh.
Good times, good times. Trout pond in there. We got trout casting over there by the Trout Unlimited. Once again, Jerry, our good friend at Sportamotive. Aren't those delicious?
Hold on.
Aren't they just wonderful? I'm sorry I
can't
wasted your
say-
thing and dipped
Oh,
your
I ain't
thing
worried
in.
about that. Throw
Yeah.
away, eat this. Man.
I couldn't, if there was one of these sitting here or one of those sitting there, I'd have to take one of these every time.
Man, these are unbelievable. Folks, you gotta
They
try
really
these.
are. Duck breast, pheasant breast, wild game, wild turkey, venison, medallions of venison, you know what I'm saying? Take the jalapeno, strip it in half, hollow out the seeds, put any type of meat on the center, oil it with a little bit of our sunflower oil and Grandma Hazel's, and then wrap it and mummify it in bacon. Honest to goodness, it's
Wow.
the best. I know, isn't that wonderful?
Phenomenal.
Check the chops out.
I am.
We'll be right back to wrap this baby up and taste some pork chops. Mad Dog and Merrill here.
If you boil it, you spoil it.
If you grill it, you put thrill into it.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I can't resist this. I really can't. It's phenomenal.
I'll tell you what, we had a great time here today at the Greater Wisconsin Outdoor Sportsman Festival, Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Wherever you are, get out there, teach your kids how to fish, teach your kids how to hunt, get out there and enjoy the great outdoors, and go on maddogandmerrill.com, by the way, and maybe order some of these great grill mats or some of our sauces or spices. Find out when and where our television show airs in the areas you're at, because it airs in several different states. So have a great one, folks. Take them fishing, take them hunting. Mad Dog and Merrill here.
Take them grilling.
Take them grilling. Ah!
What?
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is a production of Lashbro Visual Communications.